Hello, fellow Jeep enthusiast. I've got a 2007 Jeep Wrangler here today, and I'd like to share it with you. Very nice vehicle. It's a light khaki metallic with a hardtop on it, and the sport package. It's got a straight 6-cylinder, 4-liter, and it's got factory wheels on it that are 15-inch. Mounted on them are some Wrangler Kevlar, what are they called? Silent armor technology, and they have got the snowflake in them, which is considered a traction device. And these are really some nice tires, and they're in excellent condition. They've got roughly 6 to 8,000 miles on them. I know exactly. I've got all the paperwork on all the work I've done to this vehicle, and it's got the hardtop on it. And I also have a soft top with a frame that are aftermarket, and they come with this vehicle too. This is an excellent condition vehicle. It's never been in an accident, and I'm going to tell you about some of the work I've done to it. It's also got a factory spare in the back that is same size tires, so that can be bolted right on. And so it's got 121,000 miles on it, and so I went ahead and I replaced the clutch kit in it, and I at that time also replaced the clutch, the pressure plate, the pilot bearing, and I did all that stuff, and on top of that I also replaced the flywheel. So those things had all been done. I put in, changed the transmission fluid. It's got original equipment transmission fluid from Chrysler that is in it, and the transfer case has synthetic ATF in it, and the front and rear ends differentials have also had the fluid replaced, and that was with the original equipment in it too. I'm kind of an OE guy. I like to replace things with original equipment, so that's what I've done. I've replaced the oil several times, every 3,500 miles, and I always use a Chrysler oil filter along with the Chrysler air filter. They cost a little bit more, but I just like to keep things factory. That's the way I do things. This is a replacement, OE replacement spark plug wires in it, and GKs to the factory specs. And I've also got a new idle sensor in it, along with a new plug. Those tend to fatigue, and so I went ahead and replaced that. When I replaced the clutch, I also replaced the slave cylinder coming out of the train. So that's in there and replaced too. Everything, when I did the job, has been torqued to factory specifications. I always go by the book. I don't just tighten things down by hand. I make sure they're done correctly. And so everything is done factory. And you can see this vehicle's never been off-road. I've driven it occasionally in the snow. That's the reason why I need a 4-wheel drive, is so that I can get over the hill in Portland here. Some of my family lives on the other side of town, so I have to get over the hill. So I need a 4-wheel drive, and I'd still be driving this rig right now, but I needed something that I could haul some bigger things in, so I needed a pickup truck. So I've got myself a Ford Ranger 4-wheel drive, and I like it, but there's some features that in it that I just couldn't replace in this, and because it's just so nimble to drive around town in. But it's just a great rig, and it's got a few little blemishes, like along the hood here. There is a couple little dings that you can barely see, but they're nothing significant. Cosmetically, at one point somebody had scratched this side here, and I took some touch-up paint and I filled this back up, and Yeah, gosh, it probably shows up better in this camera than it does in real life because I can barely notice it, but I can certainly see it from there. But that's kind of how it looks from the naked eye. It's got a set of bars here on the sides, and so factory, everything's factory fog lights on it. Let's take a look underneath and see if we can look. There's no rust issues. No rust issues in this vehicle at all. Everything is all nice and tight. It doesn't leak any fluids in it. There's no leaky fluids whatsoever, and there's no rust issues whatsoever on this vehicle. It's a nice, clean Oregon car. It's always been in Oregon, and I've done some suspension work to it. I replaced the front track bar at one time, about 8,000 miles ago. I replaced these sway bar bushings. These are new. And then I also have new front and rear shocks in it. And I took it in to the lineup shops here in Portland, Oregon, and I had it aligned. So this thing really tracks nice. It's one of the nicest riding Jeeps you'll ever come across. You can see that undercarriage is just really nice and rust free. Okay, so getting into the interior of the vehicle, it's black vinyl. It's got a tilt steering. As you can see, the mileage 121,298. I drive it every once in a while, so that may go up by the time you see it if you're interested in this vehicle. You'll see inside that it is really a clean ride. It's got factory carpet in it. Got some floor mats, factory floor mats, and then the carpet is in very, very nice condition. It's got some seat covers, some aftermarket ones. I left this, the passenger seat is perfect, but I left this unfastened so that somebody could see. The top of it is perfect, very nice condition, but coming down here on this side right here, there's a little bit of wear on this, so I left that off so we could take a look at that. And so console area, very nice. There's a nice cup holder. I know some people are up for the cup holder, so that's, I want to show that. It's a very nice one. It's a 5-speed manual transmission. Factory AM FM stereo in it, and here's your controls. Here's the dash. I've had the dash lights, had this cover off of it, and I replaced all these dash lights in here, so it's got proper illumination in the dash. Every light works in it. I made sure, and then I fastened. Everything is rock solid in this car. There's no rattles or anything like that when you're going down the road. So there's the other side. We'll go over on the other side and take a look. Let's go ahead and look in the back here first. Back seat's perfect. I had it out a good portion of the time, so it is in really nice condition. And as you can see, this is just a clean Jeep. And here's a look at that seat. As you can see, it's very, very nice. Carpet, same thing. Very excellent condition carpet. And so it's going to make somebody a nice driver. Going back into the back here, we will go into the back now. In here, again, like I say, you can see there's no rust issues whatsoever in this vehicle. It's in really nice condition, so it's going to really clean. Nothing down in here. As you can see, everything is all nice and dry. Carpet up along the sides. Now, at one point, this has got tinted glass. At one point, my dog got a little excited and has scratched the tinting on this back window. And I just left it. It could be retinted. Some people might not like the tinting, so they might take it off. So I didn't want to retint something that somebody's going to untint. So I just left it. And so if that's a problem, just be aware of that. I don't know why it would be. See, you can just barely see the faint, and you can't see it from outside. You cannot see that from outside. It's strictly from the inside only. See, so you can't see that there. Okay, so over here in the passenger side, it's got the mirror. Everything is just in really nice condition. These things got a little frayed, these door stops, so instead of buying some aftermarket ones, I went and bought brand new OEMs. Same with the door seals here. These are Mopar OEM door seals. These are brand new and have been replaced. They were a little dried out, and I just went ahead and replaced those. And like you can see that this is just a really nice vehicle, and it's been a really good driver. And I don't mean to upsell it, but it is just a clean rig. Here's the factory carpet mat, and we've got the down in here, this is the handle for the jack right there. It's all in the factory mounted area. The factory jack is right here, all mounted proper, like it came from the factory. You know, it's just a good driving car. And so there gets more ideas of what this is like. It's got, it says speakers up here in the roll bar with some overhead lights, and the rear view mirror isn't fogged in any way, or there's no fogging in that, and sun visors are all in nice condition, and steering wheel is not bad condition. It's in excellent condition. Everything's in really nice condition, nice working order in it. So let's go ahead and look at down here along these door channels here. Just really nice along threshold. This is just very consistent with this whole vehicle. The brakes have been replaced. Front brakes have got 8,000 miles on them. New calipers, and also, as I tell you about this work, it's not just my word. I've actually got all the paperwork showing all this documentation which comes with the vehicle, all the receipts have been done, all the work done. And so it's got new brakes, front and rear. Front brakes have 8,000 miles on them, new calipers, new pads, and new rotors, and so they really work good. And so those are done. The rears are drum, and they've got 12,000 miles on them, and it was just lining replaced, and I believe I did a hardware kit too on them too. But no wheel cylinders, and they don't leak. I've just recently inspected those, and there's no leaking in the rear wheel cylinders at all. So this is what it looks like. I appreciate you checking this out with me, and if this is something you'd be interested in owning, please let me know, because it's going to make somebody a very nice vehicle. Thank you very much.